Hey, what's up, babies? DJ Hi Kevin here. We are back with another video. This one, it's been sitting here for like the last 24 hours or so. A little bit of a public service announcement for DJs, just to try and cover some things going into 2025 because I think it's kind of important. If you want to be a full-time DJ, you need to be a professional. You need to act like a professional. You need to be courteous and respectful. You have to run your business, but in so many ways, you have to still be a professional DJ. Which I know we all have our little times where we're a little unprofessional. That's kind of the fun thing about our job is we can be a little, loosey-goosey with it all. But this article that just came out, I'm sorry, I guess I should say this little screen capture I have of a review that came from a bride regarding her wedding DJ. So I'm going to pull it up on the screen for you here, and we can kind of read through it together here. I'm going to paraphrase. You can pause if you want to watch it or if you want to read it a little bit closer. So this screen capture is coming from the DJ Help Desk on Facebook, and the original post by Ryan Lehman on January 12th, so 2 days ago right now, and then reposted by John Roy Williford in the DJ Help Desk. So thanks you. So it reads, "Thank you to everyone who was able to show up for Dave and I today. We truly had the most beautiful ceremony surrounded by the most wonderful people." So you can already tell she's winding up for the reception. I'd like to address the reception. To all the brides who are looking for a DJ, do not hire Travis Jackson. Travis, you messed up, buddy. I would not post this unless for good reason. He came in at a great price point, but with a greater expense. Hindsight. I love a good hindsight. He basically came to our reception, half to drink and play the music he wanted without paying attention to the list of songs I made or requests from the guests. His focus was more on socializing and videoing all the women dancing than doing his job. Hang on, let me say that again. His focus was more on socializing and videoing all the women dancing than doing his job. I had guests leave because he made them feel uncomfortable, touching them, pulling them next to him, videoing them dancing close up. He was very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. He did not care to play songs we requested, and after multiple attempts of multiple people asking, it resulted in a verbal altercation where he told a family member of mine to F off. I had it at that point, kicking him out myself. I shut down my own reception at 6:58 p.m. when I called the police to have him escorted out while he packed up. You know she went to the receipts for the phone call, right? When the police arrived, he was so much under the influence, he had to be picked up and driven home by his wife. He brought his own hard liquor, was inappropriate, and overall a horrible DJ. I do not recommend him, and if you've had a similar experience, I encourage you to share. Brides, families of marrying couples, weddings are not cheap. Do not waste your money on Travis. I'm thankful the police were able to assist. He could have risked his life and others had he left the reception hall driving tonight. Man, she made that post that night. Okay, so let's unpack this. So clearly unprofessional. I don't think that is something that's up for debate at all. But how did we get here? Like, what wasn't done that made this happen? One thing that I always say to my couples is the one thing I can't do is make your budget. So I don't even think this has anything to do with the marrying couple at all. This is entirely this DJ using smoke, mirrors, facades, and I don't know, just like some other parlor tricks to get booked for events. Like, it makes me wonder what he's done to make that happen, and also why he thought that this was going to work out. Like, I'd love to get his story. Not even really for me, but just to kind of like shut that door, because I've done a lot of events. And I've done ones where I can drink. The ones that I drank the most were when I was in an environment that, number one, was a professional environment. This was like before I was doing weddings. I may have done like one or two, but it'd be like a friend's birthday party, literally in their garage. Or if we were throwing like a house party back, when I first started DJing, or even like more recently a little bit, Definitely on Twitch I drank, but that's because that was like part of it, At a private event, at the absolute most, I have had one drink, and I totally agree with some people in saying that that can be a mistake because then it is just that physical image of you drinking. People will never be able to get that out of their mind. If anyone comes up and asks, "Did you see the DJ drinking?" "Yeah, I saw him drinking. He was, he was up at the bar talking to the bartenders. He got that one solo cut." You're gonna get caught. You know what's even worse? Bringing your own liquor in. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Bro, you're hiding it like in your shoe, in your bag. Like they're going to search that and find it like that. Okay, but besides all his mistakes, why? My brain's breaking. My brain is broken. My brain is like literally broken. I think I made some notes. So here's my thing. I'm going to put the drinking to bed because there's going to be some other things that we still got to touch on, even if we remove drinking as a whole. So the drinking thing, just don't do it. No one else is allowed to drink at their jobs. If they do, if they're like sneaking booze, that's bad. That's an alcoholic. If you are a full-time DJ, then you have many other days of the week to do whatever you want. I have like 8 beers in the fridge right here, right now that I could start drinking at 11:15 on a Tuesday. But I got shit to do. And that's what makes me think this guy just doesn't have anything else to do, which is sort of the danger of becoming this full-time DJ. You got to like create so much structure for yourself. But anyway, we're going to stay focused on this because I really want to keep up with this professionalism, like truly this PSA for everything. So the other things that he did, let's completely remove the drinking. Let's pretend he's just a guy that's really excited about being at this event. He's still doing a bad job DJing. He's still interacting weird with the guests, and he's still like just being creepy, and like taking videos of him and stuff. These people are still your customers. If you are a waiter at Texas Roadhouse, are you like sitting down with the people and like touching them and like videoing them and stuff? Unless they are asking for that, Like I remember at Hooters this one time, she sat down on the bench and made my one buddy feel super uncomfortable. Dan, if you're out there watching this, that'd be hilarious. But there's certain barriers that you cannot cross. The whole video thing can be easily solved by asking them ahead of time if it's okay if you shoot for social media. You can always offer them the footage afterward. I think that's a great, like free video. Woo. Some people will say no, and that's totally cool. Some people will be so excited that their event is part of your video library that they desperately want you to do it. And I've had many people say, like, get that bag, get as much video as you need. Use it however you want, which is awesome. But you also have to keep in mind that the other guests technically didn't check that box. No, it's not their job because it's not their event. They're not the host of the event, but also recognize that it might make them feel a little uncomfortable. But also some people might eat it up. That's just sort of that give and take, that risk that you run. But I would say that so much relies on your ability to sort of read the room in ways beyond music. So the same way that you read that someone isn't vibing with a certain song you're playing, right? If you're getting that same standoffishness from them as you're interacting with them, number one, did you brush your teeth that day? Because that's the first reason that people will lean back. No, but really, like, check yourself up and down. Am I being a little too involved for these people? Should I back off a little bit? Whatever it is, our professionalism has to remain front to back. So yeah, if you have a good rapport with the couple, you might be able to have a drink with them. You might be able to swear in front of them. You might be able to have some fun jokes with them. But just recognize that the second you cross that line, they probably won't forget it. So really, this is just a public service announcement to protect your investments, dude. Like, are you going to throw away your entire DJing career? Whether you're full-time, hobbyist, part-time, like you clearly love this. So please, I beg of you, don't throw it away for one night of having some drinks while you're DJing. Just know the weight of your actions in this industry because we are very much under the spotlight right now. And this article specifically is really not going to help us for a while. I've already seen people commenting on wedding groups saying, looking for a DJ that doesn't get drunk and hit on my guests, like this is This is a really big problem for us in like the next 6 months. It's going to stick for a little bit, but if you have things in place that can protect you from this, things like reviews, great gig logs on YouTube, a ton of video on your social media of you doing simple little mixes just to keep people entertained, loaded dance floors that have you DJing behind it, like prove to people that they should hire you. Give them no doubt in their mind. And then have a call with them when they're looking to book you and knock it out of the park. Those are the ways that you can protect yourself from other people trying to ruin it for the rest of us. We are still dealing with that tail end of everybody wanting to be a DJ. I think it's great for us. I think it creates a little more competition and makes you recognize that some people can get really big by just doing the few things right. But also, they need to know that just because they got big doesn't mean they're good at DJing. Doesn't mean they're good at the professional aspect of it all, you know? I don't know. I feel like this has been like more of a rant than anything. But my biggest thing, maintain your professionalism. You don't need to drink. You don't need to. Watch how you interact with people. Make sure you aren't crossing those creepy barriers of like over videoing or over talking to people. Because at the end of the day, they are your customer and you are working for them. And when I say that, I mean everybody on the dance floor. You are working for them. And also, take care of yourself. Have good health. But recognize that you can have a drink on a Wednesday if you're a full-time DJ or whatever. That's what I do. So yeah, thanks so much for checking out this video. I'm really big on trying to look at things in a different way and also have a little more of this social aspect of the DJing videos. I really hope that you've had a great new year coming into 2025. Really appreciate you being here and checking out this whole video. Thanks so much. Catch you next time. Hey, what's up, babies? Thanks so much for checking out this video. We have a new member to the High Gang, so I wanted to give a big shout out to all of them, but also just give you kind of an idea of what's going to be coming in 2025. We're going to be looking to do at least one live a month towards the end of the month. Going to be working on a bunch of gig logs that I still have saved up from the fall season. I have some big ideas for some members content coming out, but really just keeping this train moving and seeing where we all end up together. I'd love to collab with some of you, so if you have any interest in doing a video and you have any cool ideas, something we can do together, let's do it. 2025 is our year of fun and working with friends. So please, let's work. Thanks again for checking out the video and for staying this long till the end. It means the world. And I really, really hope that we all have a fantastic 2025 together. Thanks again, y'all. Appreciate you being here.